As you guys folks can see here, we ended up getting the Ozark Trail tent from Walmart. This is a 12-person cabin tent. It has with a convertible screen room. It has 2 rooms in it. It is 15 feet by 12 feet, and it is 7 feet 4 inches tall. It says 4 queen-size beds, but then again, you put those in there, you're not going to be walking around. Alright, with this, I'm going to go ahead and get it undone. I'm going to go ahead and set it here, find out exactly where I'm going to put it, where I have room. Then I'll put the tarp down, and then we'll put the tent up. Alright folks, so let's open up the box, which is going to be the bag. So, first thing I notice here is you can actually expand it open a little bit more. Looks like about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. So you can actually
easier for repacking.
Yeah, easier for repacking. At least they were thinking about that. I mean, that's a lot of cubic inches.
They could have given you a little bit more.
Yeah, but it is what it is. So let's see what we got here. And by the way, this thing does weigh 36 pounds. So it's not light. This is not something you go backpacking with. This is something you set up camp for a couple of days.
Yeah, you truck it in, you truck it out.
Yeah. So that's nice. Actually, they spent time putting this together.
Yeah, we'll toss it in the tub so you don't lose it.
Yeah, especially in this green grass.
Right.
There's the stakes, and we all know what we do with the stakes that come with the tent. You get rid of them, right, and you get the big old giant big nail stakes.
The poles are supposed to be color coordinated.
Yeah. These are the stakes I prefer. Heavy duty. There's the bag for it, the mesh bag. Fly. So, keep you guys from waiting too long. I guess this thing is huge.
I want a big one. I'm a big girl, I like a big tent.
I'll back the camera up here so you guys can actually see it.
Normally we wouldn't put it that close to the fire pit. But since there's a burn ban in effect, we're not going to be using it.
And that keeps the wind from moving it. Yeah, as you guys can see, that is a very large tent. Alrighty, so I'm going to stop the camera here for a bit. Find out exactly where I'm going to put it and set it up. Alright, be back in a bit. Alrighty, I got it as best I could here on our campsite, but the flattest I can get. As you can see, that is a big tent. So, here we go. We're going to get it up and show you guys how big it is. Alrighty folks, there we got it staked down. All 8 stakes are in there on the bottom. Now we're just going to bring it up. Alrighty. I think I'll just let it run and we'll fast forward through this part here. Alrighty guys, tent's up. Yeah, it does take 2 people. One person, it's going to take a while. And as you can see, it is up here. Yeah, I would say it's close to 8 feet tall here at the top. It does have the separation here. Let's get this unzipped. And you can see it's a pretty spacious tent. And I see what they mean by the observation side. I mean, wow. That's a nice big window. Alrighty guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off and we'll finish up here in a bit. Well, I hope you guys can see this because I cannot see it on my screen. So, get the lights hooked up on the tent. I'm going to walk around so you guys can see it. Tomorrow we'll show you the inside of the tent. There's enough light. Put the bed in there. I don't know if you guys can see it through the screen and through how dark it is. All this is one big window here. All this is one big old giant window here. You can actually untab it and then you can unzip it. It's all one big old giant viewing screen. It's kind of awesome. Then you got a little one here. 2 doors. So far, the only thing I don't like about the tent so far is where this receptacle for your wires to go into. Would have been nice if there was a couple spots for it to go, but don't care much for it there in between the 2 doors. I think it would have been better if it was on the back side of the tent. But after all that set up, it took us about 3 hours.
We took our time.
We took our time, yeah.
We could have had it up in an hour if we just
pushed it, yeah.
Pushed it.
But then, yeah, we got the beds in there. It's already all set up. The cots, tables are in there. Power's in.
The lights are up.
Yep, lights are working.
They're too fast.
Yeah. Alrighty, we'll guys see you on the next video. Alrighty folks, my final thoughts here on the Ozark Trail tent that we purchased for this camping trip. And so far, it's done really, really well. Okay, like I said, let me back it up here so you guys can see. This thing is humongous. Okay, this is a 14 by 15 tent. And let's step onto the inside. I did showcase it for this video, so you guys can see how big it is in here. And I mean, yeah, it's good size. This is something if you want to do a camping trip. This is something you're going to set up for 2 days plus. You can see you got the open windows there, which makes an awesome viewing area. You can pull the top back and do stargazing as well. And you get over here to this corner here so you guys can see how much room there is in here. I mean, it is good size. I mean, we've enjoyed it over the past 2 days. We've also learned that the zippers for the windows only come down to this tall, and you can actually tuck your window in the little slot here. And it's like that on almost all of them. So you got a place to tuck everything. And here's what it's going to look like from the outside. A little bit further out here from this angle here. As you can see here, it's actually quite a bit. Yeah, the only thing that is really bad on this that we found so far is where they have the power hookup right here. Okay, it's right in the middle of the tent, right where it splits. And yes, you can actually do 2 rooms on this here. All this here comes down, goes almost down to the floor. Okay, and covers up the sides here. Yeah, but they only got 1 port in here. Would have been nice if they had a second one here in the corner. That would have been awesome. Ozark Trail, if you ever see this, do that. It gives us 2 options for the power. It saved me a little bit more room on the cord. But other than that, I have really no issues with it. Except for the other thing is, longevity-wise, you have this stress point here, where I have my finger here. That's pretty stressed there. If they did a webbing underneath, like 2 or 3 inches underneath, and did a 2-inch strap all the way around, and then through the center, yeah, and then have your stationary for your pole and the stake off that webbing. Get this up off the ground a bit, and leave it a little bit loose, and put 3 straps on there. That would make it really awesome. That and a full fly that goes all the way down to the ground, optional for an afterthought or aftermarket. But other than that, with everything open, the tent stayed really cool yesterday. We got up into the mid-70s yesterday, and it kept the tent really cool. Our first night here, it did dip down into probably 38 degrees. We did have a small heater to help heat up the tent. And when we pulled down that section, it kept our side warmer than the viewing side. Other than that, the tent is actually quite awesome. Really happy with this purchase. Yeah, we didn't strap it down because we weren't getting the high winds. But other than that, the tent does have to be level for it all to work, though, along with all the other tents. So this video here is going to be long enough as it is, me piecing it all together. So one more look on the inside. Like I said, it's pretty spacious. I mean, 2 chairs, a table here on this side. This side we got our tents here for the tent, and for other gear, our cot with the bed on there, nice blankets. We were actually okay for temperature wise, keeping us warm, only because of the blankets. Alrighty, and with that, everyone, let me get this flipped around here. Oh yeah, by the way, it's got pockets here. As you can see right there, it has pockets right here. And there is another one over here in the center, right there. and it did come with another one. I didn't install that one, but yeah, it's actually quite a nice tent. Spacious. Oh, it's about 8 feet up here in the center. Okay, and I can stand here on the sides. As you can see here, way better spacing for, space saving is having a cabin tent with the sides going almost vertical. So that does help big time with the accessible floor space. So thumbs up for that. I will definitely, if I have to purchase another tent, it will be a cabin tent. And with that, I hope to catch everybody here on the next video. Get out there, enjoy the wildlife, enjoy camping, enjoy the outdoors. And with that, see you guys on the next video.